If you're like me, I have to have corrective lenses. I have contacts if you didn't know this. But did you understand or have you noticed that the clearer your vision is, the more you're likely to be more passionate about it? We're going to talk about it here at Shifts and Ladders today. God doesn't design us to fit, He designs us to be impactful. Hello, it's Ryan Robinson. Welcome to the pod. Hey, we are talking about on Shifts and Ladders, identifying key shifts in your life to unlock growth and to reach your God-given potential. So if you haven't yet, subscribe here, share it with somebody, give us a like, give us a thumbs up on your pod, on the YouTube, and share on your Spotify, on your Apple Podcasts, wherever you are listening to podcasts. All right, we're going to just jump right into it. Okay. Vision is something important. If you're driving and have corrective lenses, you have to get tested for it. You have to get your eyes checked every year. So if we are going through processes already to make sure that we are physically able and not impaired to go to where we need to go to, but also be safe on our way to that destination, how much more is it important to have a clear vision for your own life? I'm gonna wait. It's majorly important. Okay. Now, vision is something that we've heard through many times. Like we've heard it. And if someone asked you, what's your vision? You're like, well, I have usually in the beginning of the year, there's the weight loss, the weight loss resolution. I'm going to lose weight this year. Okay. That's great. Okay. Money wise, I want to make more money than I did the year before. That's great too. Yeah. I want to deepen my relationships with my family or with my spouse. That's amazing too. Okay. But this is the thing. And we're coming up on this. We're coming up to February here in about a week or so. All right. This is what's going to happen. Or we actually, by the time you listen to this, you will probably be in February at that point. This is the problem. They say about 80 or so odd percent of the people who have had New Year's resolutions have not committed to them or have given up on them by this time. Okay, so if we have people who have been so excited about one particular outcome in the beginning of the year, but now are not excited about it, what happened? I will tell you what happened. Their vision was too blurry and they couldn't make out what they were trying to see. This is what I have this concept now. You need to have vision in HD, 4K. Why is that so important? Because at the end of the day, the clearer your vision is, the more detailed you are about it, the more likely you are to go after it, commit to it, be patient for it, suffer through it, obtain it, and become it. All right. And I'm going to tell you this, we're going to act, and I told you we're going to go to the Bible. We're going to go back to Habakkuk. That's a book in the Bible, or like people like, what? Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 2. Okay. And give some more context here. God is talking to a prophet, or the prophet is talking to God, addressing about injustices that are going on in the world at that point in time. And it seems that God is delaying what he said he was going to do. So what God is doing, and he's emphasizing this, is Habakkuk 2, 2 and 3. Let me add the extra verse. What God is reminding him to do is says, write the vision and make it plain on tablets so that he may run who reads it. He may make it plain on tablets so that he may run who reads it. So this is the thing is saying, if God's saying you need to make it on tablets, so you need to see it, on top of that, you need to make it plain and clear, so that he may run who reads it. You don't run to something that you can't see clearly. If you know what that is, you'll run right to where it is. I don't think anybody, particularly with the Super Bowl coming out, and we've just, shout out to the Buckeyes. They won the national championship. I'm in the great Buckeye state to celebrate that. This is the thing. They knew exactly what they wanted. On top of that, any defender, any offensive player knows what they're going to get. The clearer they see the ball, the more likely they are going to attack and get it. If you don't know where the ball is, you are aimlessly walking around. We have seen, if you haven't seen football, this may not apply to you, but at some point you have seen somebody look around because they can't see the ball or whatever they're trying to get. They look around like, what happened? They lost vision. It got out of focus. It got out of focus and they couldn't do anything for it. Okay. This is the other thing too. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 19 says this: where there is no vision, people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Okay. So again, this talks about, again, having vision, having direction, knowing where you're going and being clear about where you're going. Okay. Now, I think this is one of the most powerful things that we forget to do, is we forget to make it so plain and so clear, like literally writing it down. And this is one thing, y'all, I've done this years ago, but I hadn't done it until this year again. I would write my goals down every year. And it wouldn't be something that is like, I guess I want to make more money. I want to make this amount or whatever. It was not that lofty. It was very clear, very poignant in what I believed for. And this is what's crazy about it. The things you have more belief in, you have more description of it when you write it down, because you have you're clear in it. But the areas that you actually don't have enough faith in are usually the one areas that are just liner notes. What are liner notes? It's just the main stuff. You don't have a vision of yourself. So how about this? If someone said they're trying to lose weight for whatever, like for the summer, they were going on a trip. So they said, this is some real descriptive stuff. It says, by the time I'm going to my trip to, say, the Bahamas, I want to make sure I'm weighing 210 pounds with about 10% body fat. So much so that I feel good wearing a new outfit, because I want to get this new outfit. I want to wear sunglasses, and I want to feel good when the sun hits me and I'm walking down the beach with my wife. Ooh, that's something you can run towards. Yeah. Is your dream, is your vision that clear? Is it that clean? Or is it kind of fuzzy that doesn't give you the passion, the excitement around those kinds of things? We have business ideas that we say, hey, we want to draw this amount of money from our job, or do this amount of impact on, the giving that we do. We have so many ideas, thoughts, and concepts that at the end of the day could change our lives. It could really change our lives. But this is one part that when it came to visions, I didn't read that part in the Bible. Because at the end of the day, we all want what we want, right? We want to have $1 million, not spend $1 million. We want to have $1 million of net worth, right? We want to be able to do this and do that and have a great lifestyle and be able to go places and see things and all that kind of stuff. We want to flex. We want to drive the cars. We want to have the clothes. We want to do this. We want to do that. All of that is fine. Yeah, you can have, there's nothing wrong with it unless it has you. But you won't know that unless you actually do this thing. Okay? And I have to pull my phone out because this caught me right before I was going to record this. It is Proverbs chapter 19, verse 21. And it says, many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Yeah. I'm going to say that one more time for folks who have visions but have not surrendered them to God. So I'm going to run that back. Proverbs 19:20 says, many are the plans in a man's heart, but the Lord's purpose will prevail. All right. This is the thing, you guys. At the end of the day, you may have some good ideas. And I'm not saying you do not need to have any ideas whatsoever. Have all of them that you can. Shoot the shot. Do what you need to do. Write them down. All the great things. I think that's healthy. But this is the other part. You have to give God veto power if those plans do not align with his ultimate purpose for your life. Yeah, I gotta be quiet on that one. This is the reason why. And see my phone buzz. This is the reason why. Because at the end of the day, you do not know whether or not that goal or that vision that you have is a God-given vision for his ultimate purpose or for your own satisfaction. Or whether you're trying to flex on somebody that hurt you, or you're trying to manage some or medicate some internal pain that you've had over the years. There is something that's involved in this that if you don't submit it unto God, you'll be disappointed.